Kids Talk with Kiduna. How children develop language is what we are still considering. In our previous episode, we established a fact that parents and not devices play a major role in infants' language development. If you've not watched that video, would you kindly scroll down and watch so that you have a better understanding of the discussion today? Before we delve into the nitty-gritty of today's discussion, would you kindly hit the subscribe button so that you receive alerts of new videos whenever I post them? It is absolutely free. Have you done that? Okay, let's get into it then. Today, our focus is on Dr. Betty and Todd Risley of the University of Kansas' famous longitudinal research on infant language development. Hart and Risley actually went into various homes, different homes, to record the level of interaction between parents and their 6 to 9 month old infants, so as to ascertain if the richness of language available at home has anything to do with the level of acquisition of language in later years by the children. So, and they came up with various findings through the use of a sophisticated gadget called verbal pedometer. They were able to record the number of words an infant heard per hour. And they found out in welfare families, an infant heard 600 words per hour, while in the working class family, the infant heard 900 words per hour. Whereas in the professional family, the infant heard 1,500 words per hour. How often a mother initiates conversation with her infant does not really matter much. What really matters is how often she responds to this infant when it tries to initiate a conversation. What is the quality of the mother's response to the child's effort to initiate a conversation? Perhaps through blabbing or twitching of fingers or grabbing something. What does the mother say to that baby at that time? What she says to the baby at that time is more important than just talking to the baby when the baby is not even actively participating in the conversation. These are the mechanisms that help in language acquisition at a very early age. They influence how the child language develops. According to Temis Lemonda, how a parent responds to a child's vocalizations seems to be the most powerful mechanism that pulls a child from blabbing to fluent speech. Isn't that amazing? It's just the response, the call and response. So when the child calls in for a conversation through non-verbal means or blabbing, what is the response? What response does the child get from the mother? Should the mother blab like the baby, like most parents do? Or should the mother take that as an opportunity to fine-tune the baby's language, to introduce words to the baby When the baby says blah 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 blah, what does mother say? Oh, you want water? Oh, are you hot? Should I turn on the light? Should I get you your food? Oh, what are you saying? And the baby blabs, blah, 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 blah. And you continue with the conversation because you are responding to something. So the baby gets to know, okay? Subconsciously, these are scientific facts, these are research-based information, so I think it's very important that parents should know how to communicate with infants. Lots of parents are getting it wrong, and it has a tremendous effect on the quality of the language the child acquires when the child turns 3. It begins from, just like in the previous video, it begins from the neural pathway develops from 6 to 9 months. That is when the child becomes linguistically committed. The child is committed to language. So that's an opportunity, that's a window of opportunity to teach the child how to speak by responding to the child's blabbing or preaching or grabbing and all that. I hope this makes sense. In conclusion, we have established that it is not the amount of words spoken to a child that makes the child acquire superior language, but it is the quality of the response a mother or a parent gives to the child that makes the child to pull from babble to fluent speech quickly. This is then to say parents' responsiveness is crucial to infants' language acquisition. It is a very crucial factor, and that should not be taken for granted. Parents should be able to pay attention to the little children, to the infants, listen to them, respond appropriately, respond when you need to respond, and that does not even rule out the fact that the variety, the complexity, even the amount of language helps in developing superior vocabularies in children. But what really makes children develop speech faster, infants to develop speech faster, is the quality of response from the parents. What helps infants develop fluent speech is the quality of response they get from their parents when they were 6 and 9 months old. With this, I draw the curtain on the discussion today. Thank you very much for your time. Keep a date with us. Another interesting topic is coming your way soon. We are still on the series, How Children Develop Language.